Good day everyone, my name is Lyndon L. Villamor and now we will be talking about types of frozen desserts. History of frozen desserts. The first frozen desserts is credited to Emperor Nero of Rome. It was a mixture of snow, which he sent his slaves into the mountains to retrieve, fruit, pulp, and honey. Another theory is that Marco Polo, 13th century adventurer, brought with him to Europe from the Far East water ice recipes said to be used in Asia for thousands of years. What is ice cream? Ice cream is a frozen milk product made with milk fat or butter fat, sugar or sweeter flavoring materials with the incorporation of water and air. The flavoring materials can be fruits, nuts, chocolate, coffee, or others. A good standard ice cream would contain about 12% milk fat, 11% stabilizers, 0.2% emulsifier, a trace of vanilla, and the rest is water. Here's the general ice cream processing steps. 1. Blend ingredients. The milk fat source, non-fat solids, stabilizers, and emulsifiers are blended to ensure a complete mixing of liquid and dry ingredients. Pasteurized mix. Ice cream mix is pasteurized at 155° Fahrenheit for 30 minutes or 175° Fahrenheit for 25 seconds. The conditions used to pasteurize ice cream mix are greater than those used for fluid milk because of increased viscosity from the higher fat, solids, and sweetener content, and the addition of egg yolks in custard products. Homogenize. Ice cream mix is homogenized to decrease the milk fat globule size to form a better emulsion and contribute to a smoother, creamier ice cream. Homogenization also ensures that the emulsifiers and stabilizers are well blended and evenly distributed in the ice cream mix before it is frozen. Age the mix. Ice cream is aged at 40° Fahrenheit or 5° Celsius for at least 4 hours or overnight. Aging the mix cools it down before freezing, allows the milk fat to partially crystallize, and gives the proteins stabilizers time to hydrate. This improves the whipping properties of the mix. Add liquid flavors and colors. Liquid flavors and colors may be added to the mix before freezing. Only ingredients that are liquid can be added before the freezing, so make sure the mix flows properly through the freezing equipment. Freeze. The process involves freezing the mix and incorporating air. Ice cream mix can be frozen in batch or continuous freezers, and the conditions used will depend on the type of freezer. Batch freezers consist of a rotating barrel that is usually filled 1/3 to 1/2 full with ice cream mix. As the barrel turns, the air in the barrel is incorporated into the ice cream mix. Ice cream freezers designed for home use are batch freezers. Continuous freezers consist of a fixed barrel that has a blade inside that constantly scrapes the surface of freezing barrel. The ice cream mix is pumped from a bulk tank to the freezing barrel, and the air is incorporated with another pump just before it enters the freezing barrel. The continuous freezing process is much faster than the batch freezing process. Package as desired depending on the product. Harden. The ice cream is cooled as quickly as possible down to a holding temperature of less than -13° Fahrenheit or -25° Celsius. The temperature and times of cooling will depend on the type of storage freezer. Rapid cooling will promote quick freezing of water and create small ice crystals. Storage at -13° Fahrenheit will help to stabilize the ice crystals and maintain product quality. At this temperature, there is still a small portion of liquid water. If all the water present in the ice cream were frozen, the ice cream would be as hard as an ice cube. What is gelato? Gelato or Italian ice cream is another ice cream variant that is becoming quite popular in the Philippines. It contains less fat, 7 to 8% versus 12 to 15% in ice cream. In preparation, it is agitated slower so that less air is incorporated, leading to a denser product. Gelato is served only partially frozen, much like soft ice cream. Production procedure of gelato. When gelato was first invented, it had to be handmade. The gelato maker would take a large pan or bowl and mix together sugar, milk, and egg yolk. The egg yolk acts as an emulsifier. Once ingredients were mixed, the mixture was heated up and then cooled down below freezing. Next, the flavor ingredients such as chocolate and custard were added into the mixture and the gelato underwent a process called batching. In batching, air was introduced into the mixture through folding, churning, or some other process while the gelato was being frozen. The air served to give the gelato its distinctive dense, smooth texture. The biggest downfall to the process is that it is time-consuming since the gelato is heated and cooled inefficiently, and the process limits the number of flavors that can exist. How gelato different with ice cream? Ice cream and gelato contains fat, but gelato contains less fat, 7 to 8%, versus ice cream contain fat around 12 to 15%. Aside from its fat, it also differs in temperature. Ice cream is typically served frozen around 0 degrees Fahrenheit, whereas gelato is typically stored hand-served at a slightly warmer temperature around 15 degrees Fahrenheit. This means gelato is not quite completely frozen, making the texture softer and silkier than ice cream. What is Milorine? Milorine or imitation ice cream is a product similar to ice cream in which the milk fat is replaced, wholly or partially, with vegetables or animal fat. Milorine isn't actually ice cream at all, like sherbet, custard, and frozen yogurt. It's a frozen dessert, all it's known. This ice cream alternative rarely appears on grocery store shelves in the 21st century, making it more of an interesting historical relic rather than a part of contemporary recipes. Nonetheless, foodies will find that exploring Milorine makes for an intriguing look at the landscape of frozen treats, providing insight as to what exactly makes ice cream different from its cousins. Production procedure of Milorine. Milorine is produced by freezing while stirring a pasteurized mix of milk-derived non-fat solids and animal or vegetable fat or both. Afterward, it is buttered by a carbohydrate sweetener and the addition of flavoring ingredients. Types of frozen desserts, local branch, and also samples in the market are 1. Selecta. Selecta has a dairy and non-dairy product which is ice cream and Milorine. Selecta is a Filipino dairy products brand owned by RFM Corporation. Number 2. Gelato Manila. Gelato Manila is a new frozen desserts business owned by chef entrepreneur Zara Manican. Based in Laguna, it is a premium gelato brand that promotes local Philippines flavor, ingredients, and culture in its gelato. Gelato Manila's most outstanding characteristics in its unique flavor profile and smooth texture. Number 3. Herns. Herns is affordable ice cream created by proudly Filipino Frozen Dairies Incorporation. It was owned and operated by a Filipino couple who are natives of Bulacan. They came from the clan of Hernandez Cruz, who has been in the ice cream industry for more than 50 years. They were also used to be a part and manufacturer of milk ice cream.